What's good, everybody? What is good, everybody? Let's go ahead and get everything kind of positioned so we can go live. Cool. Pardon me. Cool. Very nice. I believe I'm gonna share that I'm live and then we'll get underway. Pokemon live stream. Very hype. I'm going to be playing a couple decks today. A couple of fun ones. We got Mamoswine loaded up. We also got Cynthia's Garchomp in here, which looks pretty fun. It's a list I found online. Mamoswine one's kind of custom. We may end up altering it depending on how things develop, because I think I want to try out a bunch of these newer cards, like the Premium Power and of course Dawn. I think Mamoswine EX is still a solid card. Also, we got a new Mamoswine. Wreck. Deals 240 for 3. So he's pretty cool. We're going to be playing with him. Let's just hop in and get a battle going. Get a battle going. Can you guys hear me all right? Who knows? We'll find out. We shall find out. Let's see. There we go. All right. Game time, baby. Game time. I'm pretty low on the ladder. I haven't played too much of this ladder. But yeah, I think the Phantasmal Flames set is very interesting. A lot of people are trying out the new Toxtricity card, and they're also trying out the Mega Charizard, of course, which we may end up trying out later in the stream. Oh, I forgot I have the sound on. I should probably mute that. There we go. Usually with this deck, I go first because Colress Tenacity is so good at getting you a turn 2 attack. And it looks like we do have Colress Tenacity as well, which is really nice. If I draw an energy off the top, I actually do have a turn 2 attack, provided we didn't prize the Grand Tree. Not that turn 2 attack is like amazing or anything. So he's got Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle usually means maybe running out the Artisan's a mistake, actually. Because if he's starting Iron Bundle, it means he has no other basic, like no better basic here to run out. Let's see. We've got a rare candy, so if I go get... I want to see what I've prized. I've prized neither of my Piloswines. Okay. We did actually prize the Grand Tree, so that's pretty crucial. We may need to set up more extensively here than initially had thought. So next turn we're probably going Colress Tenacity, and then we're probably going to use the Call for Family attack. And I need to get Torchic set up. Maybe I should have grabbed a Torchic instead, because I could get out Blaziken turn 2 and then start taking prizes. That was probably the better play, but alas, here we are. Okay, we're playing against Archaludon. I have not played against this deck. The reason I got Pidgey is if he uses the Hyper Blower, we'll still have something with Call for Family in the active spot. I could have also grabbed another Swinub. It's kind of the same, but at least this way we can then get a Pidgeotto down next turn. Or if we draw Pidgeot, we can actually rare candy into Pidgeot, which is nice. He's got his Duraludon down, and he's also got Squawkabilly, so he can Carmen first. Carmen discards 1 energy, so he's got 1 energy in the discard. Ooh, he's going to get rid of my Artisan. That kind of sucks. Whenever we put down a basic non-dark, put 20 on it. We can knock that out with the other stadium that we search off Colress, though, so it's not too bad. He's going to Nest Ball into Duraludon. And that one's also going to get 20. Ooh, I didn't even notice that. It also does it when it's from deck. Wow. He's going to discard Powpad, so... Elected not to put back his 2 Carmens. Kind of makes sense. He has a bunch of energy in the discard. Actually, just 2. I thought he had more than that, but... Hyper Blower forces the Pidgey. Can he knock me out? I don't think he can knock me out, can he? No, he already attached, yeah. So he's pretty far off. Unlucky we drew it now and not later, but alas, here we are. Okay, so Colress Tenacity has to be the move. We'll grab the Battle Cage, and I do want my Fire Energy because we are going to be setting up multiple Blazekins. That's going to be our game plan here. So we'll get the Pidgeotto down. We get the Fighting Energy down on Swinub. I'll retreat the Pidgeotto to the Swinub. We'll put down the Battle Cage, get rid of the Risky Ruins, and then I will go for a Call for Family. And we'll grab ourselves Double Torchic. I'm not sure this is right. Let's see. Is this right? He'll go Archaludon, attack. We'll go Blaziken, attack back. That seems pretty good. Alternatively, yeah, this plays around boss's orders, so we'll get Double Torchic. This is kind of tough, though, if he knocks out the lone Swinub. Maybe I should have done this a little differently. I think this is the safest. It is a little awkward if he doesn't knock out the Swinub. We actually don't have a way to get an energy in the discard pile, so we won't even be able to attack with the Blaziken. Like, if he bosses up a Torchic anyway and just knocks out the Torchic, okay, he's going to go for Juniper. Or not Juniper, Research. So, that's pretty cool. Yo, what's up, Yumi Force? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. He's got Assemble Alloy, so this will let him to put 2 of the Metal Energies onto his Pokemon, however he wants. You're both going to go into Archaludon. He's not going to have any weakness, though. That is kind of the downside here. So even though we are swinging with the Blaziken, we're actually not. I guess we could bosses around it, right? So we could bosses up one of these guys. Probably go after the Squawk. Let's promote the guy with free retreat, just good form. Keep our form good. We got Ultra Ball here that can get us Pidgeotto, or sorry, Pidgeot EX. Ultra Ball discards Colress and bosses. That doesn't really work, does it? I don't think we can. I mean, Pidgeot can get us another bosses, I guess, then. But it burns the bosses. I don't think that'll matter too much. We only need 2 bosses plus counter. We might even use Counter Catcher actually here. Okay, so let's Ultra Ball. We'll discard Colress and bosses. This will go get us Pidgeot EX. And this will allow us to get the Pidgeot EX down. Yeah, we do want to Counter Catcher up the Squawk. I think that's like our big move here. And our Counter Catcher is not prized, which is nice. So we'll grab that. Be able to Counter Catcher the Squawk. Rare Candy out Blaziken. This is tough because, like, if. I mean, next turn he just hits us, and then we don't really have a great response to all this, but. It's a work in progress. We're putting together KOs, and we're digging ourselves to our Grand Tree, which is kind of like the key card here at this point that we need in order to really take over this game. Because once we get the Grand Tree down, we can start using Super Rod to chain Blazekins, and then we can go from there. Unfortunately, we didn't hit it, so we had a 1 in 3 chance. So chances are we didn't hit it, but. Still would have been nice to hit it first and not have to worry about trying to find it, but alas, here we are. Right off the bat, starting off with a game where you prize your ace spec is pretty nasty. If we can take this one down, if we can win this one though, I'll be feeling pretty good about the deck, honestly. We got Iono in hand, we got Colress Tenacity in hand, so we can find. I think I'm out of stadiums outside of the Grand Tree, which is a little annoying. I didn't even see what he searched for. Let's see. What did he look for? Just another Monkey Dory, I guess. What happened to his Monkey Dory? Didn't he have 2 on the bench? Did I miss something? Or did he only have the 1 Monkey Dory? I thought he only had. Oh, he must have. Yeah, he only had 1. I was thinking of the Hyper Blower. Right, here comes the Earthen Vessel. This will get him dark. I think he's going to go for right now. Yep, to try and pump up his monkeys. Spread some damage across. It's not too bad. This is fun. I like this I like this deck. This matchup's kind of interesting too. Giving himself no weakness is actually kind of annoying. Normally against the metal decks we have a little bit better of a chance because of the Blazikens, but yeah, he's not able to be weak. This card does some work against Golden Go. So he's going to move 20 off the Archaludon and move it onto our Pidgeot. So it looks like he's trying to take aim at the Pidgeot here. He grabbed back the Hybrid Blower. I'll be interested to see if he actually uses that here. Yeah, I don't really think this is a great play from him because we can just offer up the Torchic. He may still need to use his Counter Catcher here if he has that. Did he already use Pheasantipity? I think he did. Maybe he didn't. Did he not use Pheasantipity? Wow. So he does go back to even prizes, which is good for him. Again, promote the Pokemon with free retreat. Good form. Draw for turn. We found Buddy Buddy. So Buddy Buddy under Risky Ruins does suck, but we have to do it. There's really nothing else we can do. We could quick search for Pheasantipity first, but that's giving him an easy 2-prizer, which I don't love doing. Yeah, it just kind of has to be Buddy Buddy here. Grab Double Swinub. So, do we want to Iono now, or do we want to Chorus Tenacity? Chorus Tenacity just gets us our attach. Iono gets us some more cards in hand to work with, potentially. We could alternatively search for Boss's Orders and maybe take down his Monkey Dory with an energy. Digging us one card closer to Grand Prix. 1 in 4 chance. Let's quick search now. We could grab Pheasantipity now. Play the Pheasantipity, or we could go Boss's Orders. Maybe I should have super routed back the Torchic. That's probably a better move, better form. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to get lucky. I mean, I don't see us having too easy of a time if we don't do this. Alternatively, what do? We take down the Duraludon? Prevents him from getting another Archaludon in play. It's kind of cool. I'll just take down the Monkey Dory. I think it just makes more sense. It's less damage he's doing, so that's good for us. And because he switched us out with the Hyper Blower, we have a reset on the Smolder Salt, so we can actually attack again. I'm going to get lucky right now and hit the Grand Tree. Let's go, dude. 1 in 4 chance. I mean, we had a 50-50 out of the 3 and 3 prizes. That's actually so clutch, though, because that means next turn I can get Mamoswine online, and then I can start attacking with Mamoswine, and then we're actually in this game. Ooh, that was very clutch, actually. That felt very nice. Let's go, baby. We got the Grand Tree. He can do a lot. I mean, he's positioned to do quite a bit. He can Archaludon, he can Pheasantipity, he can maybe even start to set up his Mega Mawile. We need to both get Mamoswine online, which the Grand Tree does, to be fair. Grand Tree gets Mamoswine online. But we also need to get a second Blaziken online, and we need to get the Torchic from our discard pile into the deck again. So I think we go Grand Tree out Mamo, and then we go... If we go Grand Tree out Mamo... He's still hunting down this Pidgeot. It's very annoying. Can he knock us out? Let's see. Does he have a way to deal extra damage here? This will complicate things. If he knocks out the Pidgeot, it's going to complicate things. Okay. So he's not knocking out the Pidgeot. All right, cool. That's fine. That means we'll get our Pidgeot search. So I think we Grand Tree now. Grand Tree out the Mamo. We use the water one, because the fighting one can attack for 1 energy. Okay. I'm playing 4 EX. I maybe don't need to play 4 EX, but prizing 2 seems pretty terrible. Okay, so we got Colress, we got Iono. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? Blackwing's even in Pokemon. Yes, correct. Exactly. Although Pidgeot's not dark. It's more like a light sworn wings, if you will. So the answer is we want to Super Rod back. I think. How much damage is my guy doing? Not enough, right? We could also just get another boss's orders and knock out his Monkey Dory. It's actually not a terrible idea. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Well, Mamo. And Mamo will go get maybe another Pidgey. And then we'll set up the next Pidgeot that way. Yeah. He keeps giving me turns to reuse my Blaziken. I'm gonna keep reusing my Blaziken. He can hunt down the Pidgeot next turn, but I think at that point we're just fully ahead, like straight up. I think we might actually be like dominant. Losing our Quick Search does suck. For sure, we'll lose our Super Rod, which is pretty important here. Do we candy out this? No, we candied out the Blaziken. We hard evolved the Pidgeot. Yeah, maybe I needed to Super Rod there and just hit the active. Because I really do need another Blaziken in play. Or I need another Torchic in play. I am now out of boss's orders, I believe. Yeah, I'm out of boss's orders and my counter catcher. So if I can't knock out the active, it's going to get pretty ugly for me. So the rest of the game is going to be just like, how easily can we set up multiple stage 2s? And the answer is hopefully more easily than this. He needs a boss's orders to take down our Pidgeot this turn. That will suck. If he bosses the Pidgeot and takes it out, then we're pretty far off from actually KOing his dude. But we can... Yeah, okay. So there's the bosses. We can Iono him to 2, punch active, and then have the initiative. The question is whether or not we promote... Oh, he just decided to concede. Okay, cool. Sick. Yeah, that worked out really well. Very nice. Very nice. We got some points. I mean, that's not really a meta matchup, but... was a good match. Let's go ahead and collect our rewards. We got an ice cream cone, jumbo ice cream, and phantasmal flames. All right. Crack the booster, Jigglypuff, Dugong, and Toxtricity. Very nice. Cool. All right, let's try out the Cynthia's Garchomp deck. I kind of want to play this one. The Mamoswine deck is cool. I like that deck. It's very flexible. I think that's one of my more favorite decks. It's not like a high tier deck by any means, but it's every game is kind of creative, and like the navigation of each game is like more interesting. I think it could be a little bit optimized though. Like maybe I don't need 3 of the Mamoswine EX, although prizing 2 does really suck. Prizing 2 really sucks. If you don't have 2 of the Mamoswine EXs in deck, it's very difficult to like win some matchups. Okay, cool. We got Gibble. We lost a coin flip. We got our Gavites. We got Fighting Gong to get another Gibble. Fighting Gong is very broken. It's like one of my favorite cards in the format right now. If we're playing up against Goldingo, which most likely we're playing against, Goldingo is a hard matchup. We have to make our guys really strong, and then realistically we just lose anyway. So there's that. We do get to go second, which is nice. We'll go ahead and Arvin, I think. Oh, I didn't want to click that, but alas. All right, let's check our prizes. So we've got the TM Evo. We've got our rare candy in deck, which is nice. We could buddy here. How many Gabites are in the deck? Only 1 Gabite's in the deck. Okay. So So our TM Evo is going to evolve a Gabite, and I legit think we might even grab Rare Candy here. Or we may grab Unfair Stamp. Because we already have a Buddy Buddy, right? Oh, we just have a Gong. Okay, never mind. But we actually have more than enough. Yeah, let's grab the Unfair. Oh, last second. That was crazy. Yeah, I think this is better. This positions us better. So we Fighting Gong now. This gets Gible from our deck, of course. Then we bench the Gible. We Earthen Vessel. No, we don't Earthen Vessel. We bench the Roselia. We TM Evo. We attach Fighting to the active. And then we Evolution. And now we have Roserade. And we have Gabite. And if he knocks us out, we have the Unfair Stamp. And if he doesn't knock us out, then we have energies plus pressure. So we can start actually playing this game. I think there's a good chance we get knocked out, though. I think there's a pretty good chance he goes Soul Rock, knock your guy out, go from there. This might be Lucario, Mega Lucario, because Lilies is often seen more in the Mega Lucario decks. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's Ceruledge. Ceruledge is different. He's going to offer up the Drillbur as tribute. Did he break that hard? That's crazy. Okay. He's going to attach to Lunatone again? That's a lot of fighting energy. What did we draw? Iono. Wow. Okay. Very nice. Let's go ahead and attach the Gabite here. Attach is funny. Level up the Gabite here. We'll use... we want to use any of these? We want to use Earthen Vessel right now. I think we wait on the Earthen Vessel. We may just Iono. His hand definitely has a supporter in it because he just passed and didn't play any setup cards. So, but if we use the Earthen Vessel now, we secure the attach. We would just have to discard like a pretty good card here. Like we'd have to discard. All right, let's Champions Call. We'd have to discard whatever we Champions Call for here, which is probably fine. Realistically, because we only need one Roserade for this matchup. So I'm actually going to discard this Roselia. And I'm going to go get just one energy, because we are going to Iono. So we'll just go get one. Attach the one energy here. Should I search Garchomp? No, we'll wait to search Garchomp. We'll Iono first. Because we may draw the Garchomp, and then we'll want to search something else. Beautiful, we drew the Garchomp. So now we can actually search for the Gible. And, yep, get that guy down. We'll evolve the Garchomp. And the question is, do we want to switch to Preserve an Energy? I think the answer is yes. I think we do. Because energy is critical. Maybe losing the switch is bad, but it also gets a card out of our hand so that our Corkscrew Dive does draw us an extra card, which is pretty nice. So yeah, we'll draw 2 cards. We hit the Power Weight, which is going to make the Garchomps nearly unkillable. I don't think it's possible for Ceruledge to deal 400 damage, actually, in one hit. I don't think it's possible. He can poke us with the Soul Rock and then KO with the Ceruledge after. But at this point, it's looking pretty tough for him. He can start using Lunatone to rebuild. He could have Nestballed there for Pheasantipede. It's possible he prized Pheasantipede. He's going to pitch his Turos. He's pretty far behind. It's not unwinnable. He can definitely come back from this, especially if we start to run out of energies later in the game, because we did burn our Vessel, which is our weight. One of our ways. A Vessel and a Fighting Gong are already gone. So it's like one of our ways to Arven for energy, basically, and guarantee energy. So he's going to grab the Pheasantipede and then research. Wow, so he had a great hand off of the Iono, but that's fine. He bricked for the turns we needed him to brick for, and we can then sort of piece together what we're going to piece together here. He's still going to fall behind a second prize here, possibly even a third if we can find a boss's orders off the top. Unlikely, but possible. always possible. So he's attached to the Charcadet. He's just going to pass. Yeah, we'll be able to knock out the Lunatone here. There's the Watchtower. I'm going to save the Watchtower because... Okay, so first things first. Let's... Champion's Call. Go get another Gabite. And then we can get the weight down on the Garchomp up here. I'll use this Champion's Call. I'm actually going to set up another Garchomp because if we give him opportunities to knock out the Pokemon with energy on it, it's actually pretty bad for us. So I'm going to set up another one. I'm going to take this as an opportunity to just get set up. Do I want to Iono him is the question. I think we do. I think we do want to Iono him. Right? Getting another Power Weight would be nice, but... Possibly I could Boss's orders. I'm just going to see if I can hit a Boss's. Okay, there's Boss's. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's just take out the Vezendipity and pull really far ahead in prizes. This may be hard for him to come back from. Save the Watchtower again because I want to be able to stop his Jamming Tower. They play one Jamming Tower. Ooh, we drew Unfair Stamp. So even if he is able to like Bosses KO Gabite or Bosses KO the Roserade, then we can Unfair Stamp him and then maybe hunt his Draw Engine and yeah, just be in a really good spot. Okay, so he's evolved a Ceruledge. He's got 2 Ceruledges now. Now, we only need to take 3 prizes, so what I'm planning on doing is Corkscrew Diving a 1-prizer, and then using the Draconic Buster on a Ceruledge with either the Power-Up Milkshake or with the Roserade in play. That's like kind of the game plan here. So, yeah, we'll try that out. He's fully set up now, though. He's going to be able to attack with the Ceruledge for, looks like, 250, which is a significant amount of damage. We may just fire off the Draconic Buster now, while we have the opportunity. And then, yeah, just like put him in a world of hurt, basically. Take down a Ceruledge. He's really far behind, is the thing. Ultra Ball. Maybe I should have discarded a Gibble instead of the Roselia. That maybe was a misplay. Okay, now he can hit for 270. He's going to search for another Soul Rock. There's... Yeah, if he damages the one with 2 energy, then we want to make sure and have... If we can just get an energy down this turn, we probably win. Oh, there it is. Speak of the devil. Alright, so there's that. Actually, we could even... I could have searched for Spiritomb and then knocked him out with Spiritomb. That was much better play. A little bit silly. This shouldn't matter, though. We have Checkmate in play, so... Even if he... The only thing he can do to survive a turn is, like, Legacy on Soul Rock. And even in that instance, it doesn't really matter. Let's Champion's Call. Go grab Spiritomb. I will actually preserve the damaged one. Oh no, I'm going to Arven for Fighting Gong now. And the Power Weight now. Grab both these. Put down the Power Weight on this. So now he has to Hand Disrupt me. And he just has to do too much. There's no way he can win this one. So I will just knock out the Ceruledge. Draconic Buster. And then we get to draw 2 prizes. And he's kind of in a checkmate situation because next turn I can go Spiritomb plus Fighting Gong, grab the energy. Him missing the turn 2 attack or whatever, it was probably just game over. Like, there was no way for him to ever come back from this. But this matchup in general should be pretty favored for Cynthia's Garchomp. Like, he just doesn't have the same one-hit KO potential that other decks like Golden Go have. So, yeah, I've played a fair bit of Ceruledge myself. And I noticed that, like, when you do miss that turn 2 attack, the deck is, like, incredibly bad. So, One of the only ways you have to come back is like just hope your opponent can't one hit KO you, but if they can one hit KO you, it's brutal. And if you can't one hit KO them, then it's like even more brutal. So here's a gong. There's really no point in him playing this out. He should just concede, but you guys are getting the idea. He would have had to put the legacy on the Soul Rock to survive an extra turn. Alright, deals a little damage, draw for turn. Maybe we can get a big Spiritomb punch here for the finish. Fighting Gong, grab an energy, Spiritomb, boom. Energy on the Spiritomb. Treat the Cynthia's Garchomp, and hit for 570. Wow. What a powerful move. Disgusting. 6-0 finish for Cynthia's Garchomp. Pretty cool deck. Actually really like it. Feels pretty strong. Again, we're not really playing against... Like, Cerulege is more of a real deck than the Archaludon deck, but... this has got to be a good matchup for us. Like, probably like 90-10, you know? Hard to mess up. Welcome to Great League. Oh, we get prizes now. What do we get? We get some chips. Some purple chips. And then we also get the Altart Toxtricity and Zacian and another Battle Cage. I actually needed that Battle Cage for my... And a Mega Gengar deck box. Let's go, bro. Let's go. For my Alakazam deck, I needed a third one of these. Very cool. What else we got? Oh, use one attack from a dark Pokemon? Let's go. Spiritomb, level 51 unlocked. Let's see what we got. More chips. Chips and tokens. Mega Sharpedo. Wonder if that card's any good. We got another Mega Garchomp. We already have 4 though, so we're chilling. Snubble, Smeargle. Dawn. This card's pretty interesting. So far, I felt like it's just worse than Hilda a lot of the time, but being able to search one of everything is kind of cool. Ooh, we maxed out our Battle Cages. Very nice. Maxed out our Sharpedos as well. And a third Lope. And then we got the booster as well. Very nice. This game is so generous. You just get whatever you need, basically. Cool. There was one thing in the shop I wanted to get, actually. It was this guy. I wanted to get the sick-looking Charizard and the Oricorio, so we're going to do that, actually, right now. Confirm exchange. We get the cool Mega Charizard coin. The sleeves, I believe. Deck box. Very nice. 1 of 4. 1 of 4. 16 boosters. Oh my gosh, I got to click through so much. Maybe we just collect all because we're on stream. Yeah, let's just do it. Collect all because we're on stream. Let's see what we got. We got a Mega Sharpedo. Cool. 2 Ambipalms. Useless. 1 Zacian. Also useless. Empoleon EX. I wonder if this card's ever going to be good. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 60 less damage. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon to this Pokemon. So walls like, I don't know, weird damage placement stuff. Moltres, a good one. Ooh, regular Art Rotom. Okay. New card. We got a new Archaludon. Interesting. Obviously the Charizard. And then the Full Art Grimsley. I thought this card was going to be great. And then I noticed the last line of text on it. You can't use it during the first turn. And it's actually not that good, so alas. You know, for 16 boosters, we didn't get that much. That seemed kind of weak. Just a Full Art Grimsley. Kind of weak, bro. Kind of weak, but we got the Charizards and stuff, and we got a bunch of tokens, so can't complain. Let's play a different deck. We could go back to Memo, actually. Might be fun. I wonder if this ever comes up. The only reason I put it in my deck was to knock out Mega Charizard on ladder, but I don't know if anyone is even playing Mega Charizard on ladder. I played against it a couple times, like day 1, and it seemed really interesting, and then I was like, dang, I need to be able to knock that out. So I put the Memo in my deck, but yeah, I don't even know if that's like a thing or not. What else we got? What else have we got? We could run it back with the Garchomp. It's in the thumbnail, so might as well. Let's run it back. We're in Great League now. Very nice. We could also try out like Ceruledge or Goldango or one of those other Fighting Gong decks that are pretty good. Let's see. What have we got? Flipping coin. Tails. Does that mean I get to go first? Actually don't want to go first as much with this deck. I think the Arven decks, I'm like, man, I really don't like the Arven decks because they just go first bad. They go first and then your opponent boodoos you and you're just like, oh no, it's over. Holy hell, this hand is ass. Good thing we're mulliganing. Nice. We got Gibble. Very cool. All right. Monkey Dory, Gibble. We got another Gibble. Keeping it 100. Am I gonna get Badooed? That's the question. Hope not. Pass turn. There's really not much else you can do here except just Prage. Oh, Jamming Tower, you gotta be kidding me, bro. That's so messed up. Monkey Dory with the fire energy. This might be Dragapult, actually. Yep, looks like Dragapult. That Jamming Tower is disgusting. Yeah, I am gonna get Badooed. Wow. I might just lose this game off the rip. This might be a one and done. This might be over. Game over. We do have Psyduck for this matchup, but it's not going to be active. Fully shut out of using Arven here. Tools are shut off. Items are shut off. The Arven is completely bricked. It's almost exactly what I was talking about when this matchup got loaded. Is that I really don't like the Arven decks. You go first and then second, on your second turn, you just item locked. You can't do anything. You just lose and you fall super far behind, especially against like some of the more common decks like Dragapult here. Like I said, we do have that Psyduck, but we went second, or we went first, so we're not going to be able to buddy for it, unfortunately. And he's just going to get infinite time to set up here, so yeah, this one's wraps. We need a really good top deck if we want to even be in this one. Boss's orders. I mean, it's not terrible, I guess. You could force the monkey to the active and this doesn't even do anything to him. Oh, it's unaffected by resistance. That's not bad, I guess. Yeah, we'll just deal 20 to this, I guess. Worst case scenario, probably like, I don't even know really. Darkness energy or luminous energy, move to the 20 and then retreat. That'd be annoying. Jeez, must be nice, bro. Must be nice. I wonder if there's a version of this deck that doesn't play Arven that plays Lilies. Because I think Arven is a little bit outdated. It's great. It's better than Lilies, but it just gets locked by Badoo, gets locked by Frillish, gets locked by Chillicent, and then you're just like, what am I even doing with this Arven? Like, too much of the meta just hates me out. Duskir can take down the Gibble. I doubt that he hasn't found an energy here. That'd be kind of wild, but under Jamming Tower, at least he can't air balloon his Monkey Dory away. So there is that small upside. He's going to discard an Iono and a Counter Catcher. Yeah, Counter Catcher is going to be pretty useless for him here. And he does have Latias to retreat his Monkey Dory for free. Yeah, we're going to be hurting here. He should Dusclops now, actually. He should Dusclops the active Gibble, and then he should ping the Gibble on the bench. He's not doing that. I think that that's probably not the best play for him, but it is what it is. Because we lose anyway. There's nothing we can do. Wow. All right. He got us pretty good. That's the big downside with using Arven decks, right? That's the big downside is how much Badoo hurts them. So that's why I really do prefer that Colress Tenacity in the Mamoswine deck. I think it feels a little bit better. I wonder if there's a way to build this with like Lilies instead. Maybe, but it seems a little silly. Silly Lilies. Let's go back to Mamoswine. Just so I don't get Badoo locked. That's so annoying. nice part about Mamoswine too is like all of your dudes have call for family, so you will get set up, even under Bidoof. As long as you have an energy, it's really nice. It's a classic setup. Okay. Coin flip happening here. Man. I think we'll play one more with Memo, and then we may switch to a different deck, because I kind of want to play something like good. Like, not something like kind of memey, but maybe we can build a cool deck. Or we could play Sarah or something like that. You will go first. See, I don't mind going first in this deck because of this card right here, the Grand Tree. Can he knock out Pidgey easily going first? I hope not, because I'm going to lead on... Should I lead on Pidgey? No, I should lead on Torchic. Wait. I'm going to go... Yeah, I should lead on Torchic. Okay, so he is on Frillish. Perfect, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we've got Swinub, we've got Pidgey, we've got the Grand Tree. I don't want to play it right now, obviously. If I get Iono'd, it's going to be really frustrating, but there's a good chance we'll hit another Colress Tenacity, and then we'll be okay. But I think we should be kind of chilling, bro. I think we should be kind of chilling. The Grand Tree will do a lot of heavy lifting. It will also give him Gardevoir. So we're taking a pretty big risk. He's getting the Psychic in the grave. He's going to grab a Psychic Dark, yep. He's going to go for the Oceanic Gloom to lock our item cards. 20 damage item locked is actually pretty annoying. I can't lie. That is pretty annoying. Alright, Dawn's interesting. We could go for a slower route with the Dawn. We could go Grand Tree out Pidgeot. Boss's orders one of his guys. The Dawn isn't bad here. There's a chance we get Iono'd next turn, though. Oh, man, this is really tricky. Let's just say our setup is better than his. I believe in our setup. Do we go Pidgeot first, or do we go Torchic? How do we go? What do we go here? Let's go Pidgeot first. It seems like the strongest. Okay, Pidgeot's there. Then we'll probably go Colress Tenacity just to get the attachment down. He's probably knocking out Torchic next turn, so... Because he gets Gardevoir, he gets Jellicent. Quick Search could get us, or a Candy to get set up, but that's not really helping us. Let's go ahead and Tenacity. Go get the... I think we want to go Battle Cage for the later game, and then we'll get a Fighting for now. Yeah, get the Fighting down on the Swinub. Pidgeot will search for us another basic that I want to get down. I think I want to get down 2 Swinubs, or maybe I want to get down Torchic. Let's get down 2 Swinubs. This way we can at least like guarantee we get a Mamoswine out next turn no matter like what goes down. And then we'll pass turn. Okay, this is going to be a hard game. This is for sure going to be a hard game, but I think we can do it, especially if the Grand Tree sticks around. Especially if this sticks around. If this doesn't stick around, that's tough. Then he got us good. Yeah, he's going to use it first, get his Gardevoir out. Makes sense. Once we get to the Battle Cage stage, which is a silly turn of phrase, but that's what it is, then we should be okay. Oh, he's actually going Jellicent. Wow. He's actually taking this as an opportunity to go Jellicent and attack us. Huh. Really interesting. He's not going to get the Gardevoir out. I think prioritizing the setup there might have been better for him because... Pardon me. Yeah, I think this is wrong. I think this is not the right move from him. This gives us too much, I think. So we go Grand Tree. Go ahead and get the Water Mamoswine. And then Mamoswine. Okay, I can bosses here to get access to my items if I want to. If I want to get access to items, what is the item I want to get access to? I think the answer would be rare candy. But I don't actually have a way to get... I guess I could rare candy Mamo. Okay. That's not terrible. I could alternatively... Yeah, let's do that. Let's go boss's orders. We'll take down the monkey. We'll Mamoswine. He'll search for another Mamoswine. Because I want to get rid of the Grand Tree, but I want to be like fully set up before I do that. We'll Pidgeot, search for rare candy. Of course. Where is that at? There's a rare candy. We have to be really careful about our allocation of energy in this matchup because he can bosses us up and lock us under a Jellicent because we play Switch and Turos. But yeah, so that went down, and then we Mammoth Hauler here. This is where we get the Torchic in play. Next turn we can start to ladder up the Torchic. We'll attach here, put down the fighting energy, and then actually do want to get the battle cage down, just so he doesn't get Guardy. And then we'll retreat, go to Mamoswine, and then knock out his Pokemon, dealing 230 damage. So, cool. Can't complain. This is why I think the Dawn is like kind of useless in this deck. It might be better as just like something else, but it's like you never use it. I would almost rather have like a Hilda here or something that could get energy. But Dawn is like good as an only supporter, I guess. So that's why I was like thinking maybe it has potential if you've like not drawn Colress Tenacity. It works under Badoo pretty well. It's like pretty effective. It's not like it's not a lesser effective thing. Okay, he's gonna Night Switcher out the monkey, which is interesting. He is gonna get the Darkness energy on it. He's gonna Ultra Ball here, discarding the remainder of his hand. Probably Pheasantipity. Yep. He is on Mega Diancie as well. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so Pheasantipity, big Pheasantipity here. If the Pheasantipity hits, then that's good. If it doesn't hit, then we can boss it up. And things are looking very good for... Oh, he hit Lilies. Okay, that's good. Lilies, did we get to Curlia? Did we get to Curlia? We're going to Artisan first. Yeah, bossing the Pheasantipity here is going to be really, really nasty, actually. Okay, he's going Screamtail. Maybe he even has Rare Candy. Is this both players? It's just your opponents, right? Okay, he's just going 80. Respectable 80. It's not much, but it's an honest day's work, honest man's work. Okay, we're on a bosses, so how do we want to do this? Bosses. We're gonna grab Combo Skin right now, and then provided he doesn't knock out our Combo Skin here, we have a guaranteed Blaziken next turn. What was the thing? We go get bosses with the Pidgeot. We bosses the Pheasantipity. We could also take this as an opportunity to chorus more energy. Do I want to get another Pidgey here? Can he knock out Pidgey with Screamtail? Pidgeotto? Or what is his name? Pidgeot? Pidgeot, that's the thing I'm thinking about. Yeah, probably he can. Okay, so... yeah, if we just go bosses, knock out Pheasantipity, that feels pretty good. So we'll go... I haven't used this yet. We'll use it. Go grab Pidgeotto. Oh, we don't have Pidgeotto. Oh, maybe that was a misplay. Yeah, that was a little bit of a misplay. My Mammoth colored here, I have, okay. Quick search, go get bosses. This is why we play a bunch of bosses, because I just want to be able to, like, take out the annoying cards. We can even bosses next turn as well. Let's take out the Pheasantipity. And then we have an attack through item lock next turn as well, which is nice. Yeah, knockout Pheasantipity. Go to 3. Seems pretty good. How did he take a knockout? What did he take a knockout on? Oh, a Torchic earlier in the game. That's right, with the Jellicent. Because he used the Grand Tree to get Jellicent in play instead of Gardevoir. That's proving to be, like, pretty unfortunate for... Not unfortunate, but, like... It set him back. It's not just game over, because Gardevoir is insane. It's very good, but... Let's see. This one rare candied out? It wasn't, right? No. Okay, so he needs 20 more damage on this before he can Devo me. I mean, he can do it. He can do it. He does play Devo. And Devo's like, it's crazy in this matchup. It's very good. He even has Rare Candy Guardy. Okay. No, yeah, he's actually cooking here. He's actually doing some scary stuff. This is not where I want to be at all, for sure. He does have those 2 energies kind of rotting on the jelly. So it makes his Scream Tail a lot worse, but he can always retreat the Scream. So from what I know in his hand, he's got Devo, Rare Candied already. So he just has Devo that I know about. He's going to put that 1 on the Scream. Yep, put it to 20. Probably retreat here. He might even Devo me next turn to try and get me. Oh, he's going for the Confusion. I think this is like a fine play if we didn't play Switch. But we do play Switch, so Switch is going to be tough for him, I think, here. This will put the Mamo into Devo range, which is really annoying, but this gives us just a little bit too much time to set up, I think. Maybe not. Let's see. He goes 60, confuses us. I want to attack if possible, but I don't think I have energy in the discard, do I? I don't. Maybe I'll just risk the flip. That seems not good if I can avoid that. Oh, he's going to hit this one. Oh, that's even worse for him because I just switch out of this one. He can put 20 on this, but now this one doesn't die to Devo. Yeah, okay, he's gonna move the 20 to the bench one. That makes more sense. He's gonna try to knock out the bench one and then put 10 on here later. That makes a lot more sense, most likely. We even hard drew the switch, which makes this like pretty bad for him, I think. Okay, so how much damage is he doing? 270, 300 with the milkshake. So close to knocking out Guardy. But we can knock out the Jellicent and probably just be in checkmate zones. So, yeah, let's Artisan, right? We want to switch. So we switch out the Big Mammoth. He's going to Devo us next turn, but he's not going to have a Jellicent. So we'll switch out there. This guy will go search. What are we grabbing here? Probably... Another pig, little pig. I still have a Turos as well, I believe. Let me just quick search real quick. I think quick search is going to be getting us boss's orders. And we bosses the Jellicent. We knock out the Jellicent. But let me just make sure I still have. What was I checking for? Turos. Oh, Turos isn't in the deck. It's in my prizes. Let me see. I have a 66% chance of hitting it though, so should be fine. That's probably the move here. Do want to get another swine up down. So I'm hitting 270 right now. Do I need a premium power now? I don't think I do. I'll just boss as a Jellicent for 270, and then yeah, we just have to find one more KO somewhere in here, and that shouldn't be too hard. The hardest part will be like, and we hit the Turos as well. Yeah, the hardest part here will be like If he goes Gardevoir plus Devo, so Gardevoir active plus Devo plus Monkey move on to the Candied Mamoswine. He gets 2 knockouts. And then we have to figure out a way to knock out the Guardy in the active. But that's basically what he has to do. He has to do that. He has to go Guardy active, Pump, and then he has to spend his Devo. And I think we should be okay in that case. He promotes the Monkey because he wants to get the Psychic off of it. Makes sense. He only has 2 Psychics to work with right now. Okay, yeah. Maybe I was a little bit too aggressive with the boss's orders there. I forgot that leaving him with the Dark Energy in play is much worse than leaving him with the Jellicent in play. But Jellicent Devo was worse for me, I think, because then I can't candy out a Mamoswine and then I kind of lose. So yeah, I do lose both my active Mamos to this Guardy Devo play, which I'm assuming he's going to go for. But if he doesn't go for that, then we're kind of crushing. This is where I think 4th boss's orders would be really good. And I know in previous builds, yeah, he's figured out the line. So in previous builds, there's the Devo, makes sense. Psychic Embrace. There's the Dark. Wow, he even hit the second Dark too. Off the restart. That's why you can never count this deck out. It is so good. Now that I'm at 1 prize, my counter catcher is dead too, so it really is just going to be a matter of like attack until I can finally get something moving. So he moves this 20 onto... Oh, he's not going to move that 20 at all. Wow. Interesting choice. So we lose Piloswine and we lose Swinub. Pour one out for the homies. 2 pigs down. Alas. Alright, so he gets 2 prizes here. That should be his only TM Devo, though. So we should be kind of chilling. Let's see. Pidgeot, Blaziken again. Alright. We can Pheasantipity to draw. Giving him a Pheasantipity target is kind of scary. This Pidgey being in play is kind of scary because it means he could have a big turn where he does 3 prizes with the Monkey Dories. That is kind of annoying. Is my last prize Pidgeotto too? That'd be really annoying. I may have to Turos this Pidgey. Okay, let's see. We go grab Rare Candy. Is Pidgeotto in my deck? Yeah, my last prize is Pidgeotto. That is really annoying. Okay, so we grab Rare Candy. Keep it simple. He can deal 60 plus 190 or 60 plus whatever the Scream Tail is, but then we should be kind of okay. So we Rare Candy out the Mamo. Okay, do we Pheasantipity to draw 3? How does that get us punished? He can't KO Pheasantipity and other stuff, so let's Pheasantipity to draw 3 and see what's up. I don't think we can get too punished for that. Oh, we actually hit another Rare Candy as well. So now we don't need to Turos the Pidgey. We can actually just Rare Candy out the Pidgeot, which is nice. Have I Quick Searched? I have. Have I Mammoth Hollered? I have not. Maybe I should have done that before using the Fez, but here we are. Go ahead and grab probably the Psyduck. Alright, so attach to Mamo, Blaziken to Mamo. Do I just have game? Is this just 270? Or am I down 1 from where I thought I was? I think I may be okay. Let's see, retreat to the Mamo. This is 240, right? Oh, it's 270. It's a game with the premium power. I'm just slow rolling. Wow, okay. Cool. Heck yeah. Oh, this deck is nice. I mean, he really should have Grand Treat out the Gardevoir. I don't know what he was thinking, but maybe he wasn't familiar with our deck, and maybe he thought the item lock would hurt us a lot more than it would. and as a result, he was very much punished. So you can get a lot of people playing like that with the Mamoswine deck. I think it's a super underrated deck right now. It's not like fantastic or anything, but it's a solid deck, you know. It does some cool stuff, and it makes use of one of the most unique ace specs in the format, which is the Grand Tree. Okay, let's open up the booster pack. What do we get? Moltres. Let's go, bro. Let's go. That Moltres is cool. It's a cool Moltres. Anyway, I think that was a good stream. That was a fun one. Probably going to be doing a few like little hour Pokemon streams here and there, playing like 4 or 5 matches. As a reflection point, the Mamoswine deck feels pretty solid. It feels like you can trick a lot of people. I'm not sold on Dawn quite yet, but the other new additions, the Premium Power Pro, maybe you want a second one of those, or Fighting Gongs, and then of course this is like one of the best Boss's Orders decks in the format, so I think if you could fit a 4th Boss's Orders, that could be really good. And then the Cynthia's Garchomp deck, I'm less high on this deck than I am the Mamo deck, but it does have a bigger tank. Going to 400 hit points is pretty ridiculous, and this deck also plays some critical disruption like the Team Rocket's Watchtower and the Unfair Stamp a little bit better than Mamoswine does. Mamoswine is a little bit clunkier, and so therefore its disruption is fewer and far between. It's just a slightly more aggressive stage 2 deck. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next stream or next video. Should be sometime soon, and